Hello and welcome to Season 3 of the Minecraft Archive. I'm Jared3118 and this is episode 19. And in this episode, we are finally going to complete the Treehouse. So I wanted to give you guys kind of an aerial view before we head over there. As you can see, it's nearing completion. There's not a whole lot left. We just kind of need the leaves to be a bit thicker around the top of the tree. So let's go ahead and hop down there. Hopefully I don't kill myself. Oh my goodness. That always scares me. There's like one block clearance, and if you don't clear that block, you are a dead man right there. Before we head over there, I wanted to show you guys. I kind of touched up this bridge. I really did not like the previous one. It kind of went up, and then it was just flat for like I don't know 6 to 8 blocks, and then it dropped down, and it just was a hideous bridge. And I was like, how can I make it kind of gradually go up and then gradually go down and look more like a real bridge? And so the secret was half slabs, and I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. So here it is from a kind of a side view. All right, but over to the tree house. Obviously, I've shown you guys in previous videos that I've already finished the base of the tree. I'm pretty happy with that. These are kind of like the trunk going into the ground, kind of like the top of the roots. And someone actually had a really interesting idea about having kind of like a basement to the tree house, and then you go in the basement and you can see the roots, and there's vines, kind of hanging from the roots. I think that would be really cool. So I might end up doing that in the future, but for the time being, I just want to continue, or I want to complete the part of the tree that is above ground. All right, so I showed you guys you can kind of go up 4 different directions, and that all takes you up to this central area here. And I wanted to give you guys a good idea of how I'm doing all this. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm looking for kind of like a gap here in the top of the tree, and I see a nice gap there. So I'm gonna head up there. And okay, so let's say I just kind of want to fill in this area here. I'm just gonna place a dirt block on the ground. I'm gonna get rid of these before I forget about them. And plain and simple, you put a sapling, use bone meal to make it grow instantly, make sure you get rid of the dirt, and then what I'm doing is I'm just getting rid of the trunk below where the leaves are. And you might be wondering why I'm not getting rid of this part of the trunk. Well, that part of the trunk keeps the leaves from disappearing, so you do need at least some wood left behind. Also, it kind of reminds me of a real tree, how, there are branches, that all the leaves are connected to. So even though, by Minecraft standards, it's only half a tree, I like to think of it as kind of just a small branch going up and then leaves branching off of that. So basically, yeah, it's all there is to do that's left for the most part. Make this look a little thicker. So we're just going to do a few more of these. So I got a nice gap here. Let's go ahead and pop one down. And sometimes this happens. You just gotta kind of clear your way to the trunk. And there we go. And now I'm stuck. So that's a good sign when you start getting stuck. That means it's getting pretty thick. And if you don't want these holes left behind, what you can do is you can get out leaves. And of course you just get leaves by using shears, and you can use them to pick up the leaves. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do one here. And there you guys go. I'm thinking you get the point by now. So I'm going to fill in the rest of these gaps. We're going to come back after that, and I'm going to want to make sure to clear out the leaves here. I don't want them getting too close to the ground because I want this to be kind of like the main room of the tree house. I'm thinking put some furniture up here, some couches, just have a nice quiet area to come sit. And of course, we got the good views from these side branches. I do need to kind of clean this up a little bit, make it look a little bit more natural. So yeah, I'll be back once this area is a little bit more full. Okay, I am back. I've probably planted somewhere near maybe 100 trees up at the upper part of the tree, and I'm pretty satisfied with how thick it is now. So let me go ahead and travel up here to the islands in the sky, give you guys a little bit better view of what I have worked on. Then we'll go inside and I'll show you what it looks like from inside there. But as you can see, nice and thick now on the top. I'm pretty satisfied with the shape of the tree. That got more and more difficult as the leaves got really thick because it was just really hard to move around in there and up there. But as you can see up here, it's got a pretty natural shape. I won't say it's the best tree in the world, but pretty good. I can always make improvements to it here and there. There you can see one of the holes where you can kind of look out and you've got a really nice view. I have several of those. But again, I think that looks pretty natural. I mean, there's going to be holes and spots in the tree, in real life trees. So yeah, let me go over here to where the island competition island is, and give you a view over here. And this side gives you a real good view of the shape of the tree. So there we go. All right, let's hop down. Let's go actually inside it, and I'll show you what it looks like from in there. Man, nothing nothing beats jumping off those islands. That's so much fun. Okay. I also added some leaves kind of to the bottom of the main branches as they're coming out. I didn't want to completely cover them in leaves, but I didn't want them also to be just bare wood. I think it looks a little bit better like that. This winding staircase isn't my favorite just because it makes you so dizzy as you go up it. But I wanted like a nice natural staircase. I didn't want like a piston elevator inside the treehouse. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. I have several holes in the leaves that pretty much look towards landmarks. So over there, I can see the glass arches that I've made. Actually, let's just go ahead and look at all the views here on the bottom half of the tree. From here, you got a real nice view of Viewers Village. I added actually a couple more houses over there. I need to show you guys that at the end of the episode. Here you've got a real nice view of the tower and the greenhouse. Again, a good view of Viewers Village. And now if we go up to the second floor, you can see it's nice and thick up here now. I've got a nice kind of dome-shaped ceiling. It does feel nice and spacey in here. Just need to add some furniture. Right here from this branch, we got a nice view of the islands in the sky. And if we step out a little bit, a nice view of the tower, and even a nice view of the arch. All right, so the next step, before I start doing furniture in here, I thought it would be a good idea, actually, instead of taking that winding staircase, let's go ahead and jump into the water. And actually, while I'm thinking of it, you probably saw me sprint up that tree branch right there, and I actually learned something very interesting while playing today. This old bridge was made using stairs, and I would try to sprint over the bridge, and of course, whenever you hit a stair, it slows you down and it makes you stop running. Now that I have these at half slabs, you will see I can easily sprint over it. So if you ever are concerned about, being able to sprint around, being able to move around nice and fast, you want to use slabs instead of stairs. Hopefully that's kind of like a bug that they're going to fix, because I really don't think stairs should slow you down and half slabs shouldn't. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, so hopefully that's something they change in the future. All right, so actually, I'm glad it's nighttime. I love the lights around the bottom. It lights up the base of the tree, but then it's kind of dark here in the middle, and then again light at the top. I think it kind of gives it like an eerie feeling. And to add to the whole eerie feeling, not filling. Let's go ahead and add some vines to the tree. I think that will look really cool, and I want plenty of time for these vines to grow while I'm doing furniture for inside the tree. So let's just go ahead and place a few in random spots. I don't believe I can place them on the leaves. Oh, I sure can. Never mind. And the nice thing is you just have to place like one, and then it'll spread in the spots around it. I don't believe I have a shovel. That's okay. I'm going to take some fall damage here. I'm going to try not to die. I'm going to try to land on that wood block right there. Ooh, close. And I'm playing on peaceful, so my health simply regenerates. And yet again, this is a great trick. I've shown you guys this before. Use a torch, blow a stack of gravel, and you can pick it all up with just one click. And I actually think that's why that torch is there, from doing that. Okay, let's go ahead and go up here. And I think you guys get the picture now. I'm just going to go around all four sides of the tree, add some vines, and we'll see what that looks like. And we'll start doing some furniture in the tree house when I get right back. Okay, the vines are slowly spreading, and I said that we were going to decorate the treehouse next. I went ahead and I did it off camera because I realized the inside of the treehouse is very oddly shaped. So it took a lot of kind of trial and error to figure out exactly where to place things. Here the ceilings aren't real high, so it made it a little bit more difficult. And I just wanted to make sure that I didn't make the treehouse too cluttered. So basically, I went with kind of like a whole not really like a library theme, but more of like just a quiet, nice place to relax and read kind of theme for the treehouse. Anything else just kind of seemed odd to me. I wasn't exactly sure what all to put in here. So down here we have a couple bookshelves, a chair, a bench, and then a rug on the ground, and then I added a painting over here. I went ahead and I just kind of blocked off the bottom of the staircase before you could see under it, but it was only one block tall, so it's not like you go under there, so I just went ahead and blocked that off. The winding staircase, I felt like it was really boring, and it needed lit up a little bit, so I added a painting to 5 of the walls as you're going up the winding staircase. Here, of course, we still have our nice view, and there's the 5th painting. So when you first get up here, nothing changed here. Again, I just wanted to make sure it didn't get too cluttered. I did add some torches, so it's nice and lit up. As you can see, it's nighttime now, and you can see in here quite nicely. And then up here, this was kind of the sitting area I talked about. Just felt like it was a nice place to put some bookshelves. And again, we have 1, 2, 3 benches and a couple rugs. So that's the inside of the tree house. Still waiting for those vines to grow so I can show you guys what that looks like before the end of the episode. One thing I did realize, though, that I'm going to go ahead and do now is, oh, major lag spike. Is I realized this has a pretty lame entrance. It needs kind of a more grand entrance, and also it's kind of odd traveling between the tower and the treehouse. Typically, I go over the hill here, and I have to swim through the water, so that just doesn't seem right. I feel like I need kind of like a walkway up to the treehouse. I'm thinking about maybe something that goes from there along the side of the beach. I haven't decided if I want to do anything with this area of the ocean out here. I like how it's open. I don't want to build anything that's going to block the view of Viewers Village and the tower. So, but what I'm going to do now off camera is play around with this entrance and try to get something a little bit more interesting. Be right back. Okay, I am back, and the vines are coming in nicely. Let me head over here so you can get a little better view. Ah, yes, exactly the look I am going for. As you can see, even though I just placed one vine, it's kind of spread to 3 right there, and I see groups of 2 and 3 over there as well. So yeah, kind of clumped together vines, looks really good. And here is the entrance. So it's pretty basic wooden staircase, but I played around with some sticky pistons and some redstone. And there we go. I like how that turned out. I had to rearrange this just a little bit. This was a two-seater bench. Now it's just a one-seater chair. And I went ahead and added a bench over here since I got rid of that one. So nothing changed upstairs. But yeah, pretty simple. Okay, what I am going to do is I'm going to update the link on my channel page so you can download my world. If you're looking at this going, wow, I really want to know how to do this. I know I've gotten comments before. Simply download my world and just kind of tear away some of the blocks right here. I think back here is the, see, now I've broken it. And this is exactly why I wasn't going to show how to do this in the episode. Basically, it's just 4 pressure plates. You got some redstone underneath it. The redstone goes to this repeater here. You got 2 sticky pistons. Obviously, this is mirrored on the other side. But what I broke was there's a wooden block here. And on the back of this wooden block, facing the top sticky piston, is a redstone torch. And then that is all nicely concealed, so you don't see any of that. And the effect is that. So if you're confused about that, like I say, just download my world and slowly take apart these blocks. I guess the only 2 you don't want to take away, because it will delete that redstone torch, is the 2 blocks I just marked with a torch. Don't destroy that one and you should be okay. Alright, before this episode ends, I want to show you guys a couple additions to Viewers Village, and then a new island in the sky. Alright, so over here we have a new house, and as you can see, I'm running, I guess not necessarily running low on room over in Viewers Village, but I'm trying to keep them pretty close together, because I never know how many donations I'm going to get and how many houses I'm going to have to build. So this house belongs to Slovenius, and they donated $70 to the Minecraft archive. So they got a house, a large house, and then an island in the sky with another large house that I'll show you here in just a bit. But so there's the sign. If we go in here, white carpet, we got stone bricks for the wall, wooden planks, and wooden stairs for the ceiling. Turned out nicely. I love the creeper bed. And since I didn't really want to build this house over here, I wanted to make sure it had a really nice view. I kind of did these support beams in the back. Let me go ahead and hop down here so you can see a little better. I did these support beams, and half the house kind of hangs over the cliff. And I should have showed you guys while I was in there. Because it's on the cliff, it has a very nice view of the tower. And there we go. Actually, a nice view of the treehouse, the tower, and the greenhouse. So this was a nice little spot for a house. And then we got one more addition over here. This is a new mushroom house, and it was a donation of $1.08 by Travis. So thank you, Travis and Slovenius. I really appreciate your guys' donations. I took there was glass on the side of this tunnel with fire behind it. I really didn't like that effect. It works nice for the monster spawner and trap room, but I went ahead and just did some glowstone in the ceiling. And my boat's not here. It must be over there. But that's okay. We will swim and we will enjoy this lovely view of the tree house. I might need to actually add some glowstone blocks at the top. I don't know. I kind of like the effect that it is dark up there. As I said before, I like how the trunk's dark. It's light around the bottom. But that's a really good view of the tree house. I think it turned out really well. At first I was saying, it's a little smaller than I wanted, but once I added all those leaves, that is plenty large enough. So I am very happy how that turned out. And if you guys remember way back, I think it was episode 1 of this season, I said I had 3 goals in mind. I wanted to build a giant tower, and that was going to be my main base. I wanted to build some islands that were floating in the sky, and I wanted to build a tree house. And here we are, 18, 19 episodes later, and I've completed all three of those projects. So I guess from here on out, just gonna have fun, gonna come up with some other ideas. I'll tell you what, I will give you guys a hint, or I guess not even a hint. I'll just flat out tell you what I think my next project is gonna be. I got a comment a while back saying that mountain right over there. Let me get out of the boat and I'll show you. The mountain next to the tower, somebody said that would make a really good volcano, and I thought that was an interesting idea. I jotted that down as a good idea for a future project. And then I saw another comment recently saying that would indeed make a good volcano. And so since it's starting to get suggested multiple times, and I like the idea, I think I'm going to go for that next. I really just need to get some TNT so I can kind of blow a hole in the top and then, fill it with lava, have some lava run down the side of the mountain. I think that would look very cool in that area. Whew, about fell off there. I gotta pay attention, stop talking. Okay, so up here, remember I said Slovenius, got a second house. Here it is. This one is kind of the opposite of the other one. It's got wooden planks for the walls and then stone bricks for the roof. But it also has a very nice view. If you stand out here outside his front door, you got a beautiful view of the treehouse, viewer's village, and then you get to see down into the tower and into the greenhouse. So yeah, I'm very excited about how this world's coming along. I'm sure you guys have noticed I'm putting out a lot more episodes than I was there for a while. I've kind of a spark just kind of got lit for me in regards to Minecraft. I played Diablo 3 quite a bit for the first month that it came out, and I'm a little disappointed. I love Diablo, and I'm definitely not done with the game. But a major flaw of that game is you get weaker as the game progresses. So you start the game and you're able to kill monsters in, just a couple hits, a few hits, whatever. You don't die very much, but your gear's terrible. And then you get to the later stages of the game, and of course the difficulty increases, but you have all this awesome gear. You've spent a lot of money on it. You found a lot of really neat things, but you are getting killed all the time. So it's really kind of backwards how you start the game off pretty strong, and then by the end of the game, you're really weak and you die a lot, and you're penalized for dying, and it's a frustrating experience. Um, so yeah, basically what I'm saying is I've just came back to Minecraft. It's kind of my game of choice right now again, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the projects in this world. So might have a couple more videos coming out sometime soon. Of course, I made the dyed sheep farm so that I could do a project with wool. I'll still keep that a surprise. But the volcano project, look forward to that coming somewhat soon. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope you like the treehouse, and feel free to download my world. I will see you guys later.